Alright guys, what's up? We are back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about all of the madness that was at PAX East for the Nintendo Switch, kind of a roundup of the hottest topics and games that were there. And we're going to first start off with Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. There's been a lot of controversy with the Nintendo Switch version of this game. We've had multiple journalists and YouTube outlets say, hey, the Switch version isn't running very good. It's kind of choppy, the frame rate isn't there, it's at 30 frames per second with some dips. There needs to be some more optimizations. What's going on with the Switch version? Because you have to remember, Nintendo was confident enough in this game that they wanted to put it in their Nintendo Direct, and from what we saw in the footage there, things weren't choppy, things were a lot better. So what's going on here? Well, US Gamer had a chance to chat with a 505 representative, and he said, yo, calm down guys, don't worry. He said, quote, assuage my fears about the game in terms of the optimization and what they're going to do for the Switch version of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. They did state, 505 Games, that when the game releases, that it's going to be optimized much better and it's going to run much closer to the optimized PC version of the game, which I would expect for that to happen because this is a 2.5D platformer slash action game. We've seen a lot of other games come out on the Switch that look way better than this, have way bigger environments than this, and run way better than what people are describing and what's been going on. So I wasn't really worried about it. I know I spoke a little bit with Game Explain's Ash Paulson on Twitter because he discussed how the game wasn't really feeling good and everything like that. But I feel that at PAX East, especially since this game just has a summer release, right? There's no actual release date for this one here, so it could come out at the very end of summer. I do feel that they're going to take the time to optimize it, and this was probably an old build of the Switch version because you have to remember they're doing this on multiple different consoles. You have the PC, you have the PlayStation 4, you have the Xbox One, you also have the Switch. I mean, there's just all these different consoles. The Switch version was added in later, so they already had a head start on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 and the PC versions of the game. It was supposed to come to Wii U, but then it didn't. So, I mean, there's all sorts of history with this game. For many of you guys that don't know, I'm actually one of the original Kickstarter backers. I paid all the way back. I think as soon as this game was announced, I dropped 60 on this game back all the way in like 2014, 2013, something like that. Either way, I was one of the first people to back this game because I believed in the Castlevania formula. I believed in Iga, and it's been so long getting this game, 5 years at this point to get this game from when I did my pledge, and I'm just waiting for it to come out at this point. But I do feel that they're going to do a good job with the Switch version. I feel that the Switch version is optimized and runs closer to the PC build like they're stating here. That will probably be the best selling version of the game because you get portable Castlevania and you also get home console Castlevania right there in one. So I think the Switch version is a very important version for them in terms of sales. So we'll see what happens with this. I have confidence that it's going to be 60 frames per second, or at least 60 with some dips here and there. I don't think they're going to cap it at 30 frames per second for the final release. I think they'll get that up to 60. They still have plenty of time and optimizations to go on it. So we'll see what happens there with that. So what do you guys think about Bloodstained Ritual of the Night and I guess the good PC gameplay that we've seen so far? Are you guys still going to get the game? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the next topic here, Game Explain also went live with the first look that we've seen of Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, running on the Nintendo Switch and in docked mode. And I have to say here, guys, I am thoroughly impressed with what Ninja Theory has done. Now, you have to remember with Hellblade, it doesn't seem like there's always like a lot of stuff going on the screen at one point. Now, the graphics are very nice and detailed, but it's not like you have a million enemies on screen or anything. But still, even with that being said, the game still looks absolutely phenomenal in docked mode on the Nintendo Switch. Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice runs on Unreal Engine 4, and it seems like Ninja Ninja Theory has been optimizing this for quite some time. I don't think they just said, okay, here's the Switch version and here you guys go, PAX East, go play it. We just put this together in like a month or two. I'm thinking that this was in the works well before they were even purchased by Microsoft, and that announcement came up because they wanted to expand the base and expand what they can do. Ninja Theory has been through hell and back, no pun intended, but man, they've been through so much before being purchased by Microsoft. They've been one of those companies that they haven't really quite had that breakout hit with everybody and the critics in the action game genre. They've made some interesting and unique games, but some of their stuff has just absolutely flopped. Some of their stuff has just been okay. I mean, some of their stuff has been controversial, like the new DMC, for example. So Ninja Theory has been all over the place, but I'm so happy they were finally able to make a game like Hellblade and have that success, and then get some company, which it's being Microsoft in this case, to pick them up. And I think that Hellblade is just basically the build up to all of that, right? I mean, look at this. Look at this game. It's absolutely beautiful running on the Nintendo Switch, and I think that a lot of players are going to have a lot of fun with it based on the impressions that I've been reading and everything. Seems like it's going to be a faithful port of the PlayStation 4, Xbox One version over to the Nintendo Switch. So I'm very happy that Switch gamers are going to be able to experience Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, and it is running and looking this good based on everything that we've seen so far. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some details missing and some stuff reduced, whatever the case is. You guys know the usual things when it comes to PS4, Xbox One games on the Switch, but overall, I don't think anybody can sit here and say that it looks bad. So great stuff. This game is coming out this spring, so I'm guessing it's going to be a May-ish release, late May. We don't have a release date confirmed, but I'm guessing it's going to be a late May release, but we'll have to wait and see for the official word. So what do you guys think about Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, the first gameplay footage here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, and moving on to the next game here, we've got Mortal Kombat 11 on the Nintendo Switch. How does this game run? How does it look? What's going on? Because NetherRealm is not letting people get footage of the game at all, either in handheld or in docked mode. So here's the thing, guys. It seems like the PAX East version of Mortal Kombat 11 is an old build of the game, and it's going to look a lot better, and they want to make sure that when they do show off the game, it's the build that you guys are going to get in your hands, right? So when the game is ready to go and it's the final build of the game, they're probably going to show it off more, but until then, they don't want the comparisons, considering that the PS4 and the Xbox One builds are probably way ahead of it in terms of everything, right? Because they've had like the beta and all that stuff, like the online stress tests and things like that. So the thing about it is, I think that when we finally do see the game, it's even going to look better than what people were describing here, because the Cuphead developers actually played the game and he described what he felt about the game. So let's go ahead and get into what he had to say. Quote, "I'll try my best to describe the Switch version, but keep in mind, I only got to play it for 2 rounds, Scorpion versus Sub-Zero. First off, it looked way better than what I thought it would. I expected them to use the mobile models, but they are more like less detailed versions of the PS4 models. The lighting appears to be most pared back, though it could have just been the stage I was on, as each stage has variable lighting. The characters looked overall brighter, with less complex shading, but not cartoony like the mobile characters. I was playing in portable mode, and the characters kind of glimmered, which made me wonder if they were using a kind of SMAA anti-aliasing solution. The animations were on point, and the fight ran really smooth, probably 60 frames per second from my brief time with it. The biggest cutback to me was during the crushing blow scenes. The lighting and detail appeared reduced by a lot compared to the PlayStation 4 version. I would imagine the fatalities and fatal blows would have this reduction as well. All that said, it looks way better than I expected and appeared to run very smoothly, which is what matters most. Anyway, hope that helps, and all of it could change by release." So there you go, guys. Seems like he has a very positive impression of the Switch version of Mortal Kombat 11, and I'm looking forward to seeing the game too. People were really trying to chop at the bit to see this footage and what's going on here, but I trust the word of Direct Feed Games, Nate over there, and the people that are talking about it. When it's ready to be shown off, they'll show it off. We know that there's not going to be any type of delay. The game, from what I understand, is still coming out day and date with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One versions of the game this April, so I think it'll be good once it launches. And once again, the most important thing in a fighting game is the frame rate. You've got to make sure that it's 60 frames per second because you have inputs and everything like that, and you don't want to mess them up due to an inconsistent frame rate. So I'm actually really happy with this based on what people have said about Mortal Kombat 11. So what do you guys think about the game so far and the impressions from people out there that were at PAX East? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the final game here from the big Switch PAX East stuff, and that is Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. How does this game run? Because if you're a Nintendo fan and you picked up Assassin's Creed 3 on the Wii U, well, you are used to 17 frames per second and well below the target of 30. Well, rest assured, guys, GameXplain has went hands-on with it and showed off some more footage, 16 minutes of footage, and everything is running fairly smooth in there. Now, the only thing that I'll say is that maybe the new lighting system that they used, I don't like it as much, but in terms of what's most important, and that is the frame rate, everything is seemingly running really good on the Nintendo Switch according to this gameplay video here. Much better than what we got with the Wii U, which is why it's very important. You guys need to make sure that you don't always just judge everything right then and there, especially because people were saying that, oh, this is going to be crap because of the trailer at the Nintendo Direct. Wait till they get the optimized and updated builds going before the final judgment comes out. So it's looking really good. I'm not a huge Assassin's Creed fan myself. I have Assassin's Creed Odyssey that I still need to play, but from what I understand, that one is a lot better because of the RPG elements and everything. Assassin's Creed 3 is more of the old school style of Assassin's Creed, where you go back and you're like a Native American warrior out there. So it's a pretty cool concept. I love the concept of Assassin's Creed, but I've never really been into the games. But the concept is always amazing. But it seems like Assassin's Creed 3 is going to be a good Nintendo Switch port. It's going to be a good port. It's the remastered version of the game. You are going to get some Switch exclusive features like gyro aiming and HD rumble. Those are confirmed to be in the game as well. So I'm happy for people who do like Assassin's Creed and want to experience it. This is the first one on the Nintendo Switch, so that's really cool too. So what do you guys think about all the different games that we talked about here? Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, Mortal Kombat 11, and Assassin's Creed 3 for the Nintendo Switch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet and to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace.